The following sensitive topics are as follows: online pyramid schemes, self-help and inspirational self-improvement scams, an alpha male toxic masculinity culture. Viewer discretion is advised. I've fallen for scams before. Clicked on links that I know I shouldn't have, filled out meaningless surveys seeking free stuff. I know better now not to do those things, as I've gotten older and made more cautious over time. But there are more divisive scams, tricks that are at least woven together in some convoluted way, neatly veiled and sharply dressed, or firmly preaching they can only do you good. Internet scam artists prey on gullible or vulnerable people, and though some may believe that if you're dumb enough to fall for it, you deserve whatever happens to you. I, however, don't think people's lives or livelihoods should be ruined for having something as fundamental to humanity as the concept of trust or the benefit of doubt. Tonight, I'm going to go over an individual and give you a rundown, point out inconsistencies, and give you some advice that could very well keep you from making your next online mistake. Enter Tai Lopez, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and alleged online grifter. Tai Lopez has a long and storied internet history, self-advertising, selling online classes, and posturing himself as a well-studied and knowledgeable figure. An online persona that on the surface gives his character enough credibility that those who are unaware or unwilling to investigate will approach with very little to no skepticism. His history extends further back to owning LLC-labeled dating websites, with allegedly shady business practices, said websites hosting automated messages with blurred text that users would feel coerced into paying to unblur. As these sites would reach peak notoriety, with forum posts on Reddit and elsewhere declaring their manipulative nature, they would soon after shut down operation, only for a new one to take its place. It is only until this method became increasingly less and less lucrative that Tai Lopez would attempt to wipe away his history with dating site management, and would later on take up a new pseudo-profession, motivational speaking and/or financial advice mentorship.
So let me give you the reasons why I just leased this $100 million house in Beverly Hills.
Though his presentation is relatively unassuming, he actively gears most of his speech to pander to ill-informed or vulnerable people, viewers that would be susceptible to a confident-sounding and assertive authority-type figure. However, if you take the steps to analyze his overall message and presentation, some inconsistencies begin to make themselves apparent. A popular example is a video already covering Tai Lopez, but from a comedic light, is Moist Critical's post from 2 weeks ago, which goes over Tai Lopez having leased a multi-million-dollar mansion to record his videos, and divulging further on how leasing is a more financially smart alternative to buying.
Why would I lease this for a year? Is that crazy? Well, I'm gonna tell you what Felix Dennis, he had the 3 F's rule. If it flies, floats, or lease it, don't buy it.
Another instance of inconsistency being on one of his own streams where he was unable to explain what a cap rate was.
Live, what's up YouTube? We're doing a live debate.
I'm curious, I'm actually curious about your real estate chops, all right? So give me the formula for a cap rate. Can you define what a cap rate is?
So let's talk about real estate for a second. Let's two
well, no. Define the formula of a cap rate. Do you know what a cap rate is?
Absolutely. Cap rate is it's like ROI in the stock market. They call it cap rate.
No,
it's very similar.
Actual formula for a cap rate.
All right, John, can I say one thing on real estate?
Ty, you cannot teach a real estate course, and I love you, bro.
John.
Though I find the sort of gotcha-style way of how certain individuals, investigators, and the sort carry out how to get these sorts of scenarios filmed, I will admit to its effectiveness in this clip, but I can't attest to know what either of them are talking about either. Tai Lopez is also noted to have been partly responsible in buying out Radio Shack as part of his e-commerce crypto shilling exploits, but said currency would quickly fall under and inevitably fail. As someone who used to partway believe in the potential of decentralized currency and an idealization of crypto myself, I hate to have to see it be perverted into what it is now today, no more than just a vehicle for quick and easy cash grabs, piloted by people lacking an artistic and characteristic substance. I would like to propose a bit of conjecture, a plausible pipeline of events that would likely happen to those who'd ever get caught up with Tai Lopez. The Tai Lopez fandom pipeline I'd like to estimate is as follows. Number 1. You get pulled in by pageantry, convinced that Tai Lopez can potentially help you, or that his teachings could benefit you in some way. Number 2. The initial early day period, as I like to call it, where the theoretical viewer would have taken a course or two with no red flags. Number 3. Things feel off. The theoretical viewer is out of X amount of funds. They're not suffering, but they feel disheartened. And number 4, the final one. They figured out too late that it's all a lie. Fallen prey to the pipeline, they're now either plumb broke or have made severely problematic financial decisions that could potentially cost them their future. Although this itemized scenario is purely hypothetical, the likelihood that this has already happened is not, considering Tai Lopez's history with dating sites mentioned prior, and just the overall, to me, unconvincing presentation of financial knowledge. I feel that Tai Lopez is underqualified for what he is doing. He is a terrible financial advisor. There are some additional inconsistencies, flat-out lies that Tai Lopez has stated, like reading a book a day or 3 books a night.
I like to go to sleep by reading 3 or 4 books.
3 books a night in one sitting would be ridiculously impossible, and speaks to his character being a facade. Lying about the smallest of things to puff up his overall image is just painfully dubious to me. The way Tai Lopez carries himself on screen, to me, comes off as an easy-to-read act that is likely to fool some, likely those already subscribed to the alpha male grind set mindset. I would suggest that people who were unaware of Tai Lopez up until now to either tread carefully or use their best judgment if they choose to continue pursuing his help in the future. Tai Lopez is only one of many in this field of providing unsubstantiated and dubious advice online, and certainly won't be the last. The culture surrounding self-help and motivational speaker content online has a result of being not only lucrative, but easily accessible with an internet connection and dedicated mic computer setup. Just about anybody can do it. And there's very little qualification other than basic reading comprehension and the gall to say whatever you want. And that is a problem. It allows for bad faith actors to garner a platform on ill-informed and vulnerable people. I feel if there isn't already a degree or profession that you could study through college or just something that could legitimize it, then there really should be one. I feel we'd have less grifters in such an already oversaturated medium. That is to say, I feel there's too many motivational speakers that really don't know what they're talking about. Whatever the case may be, individuals like Tai Lopez aren't going away for a long time. The rich only get richer, and where there's rich people with incredibly dubious opinions and advice. But maybe we'll get proven wrong. Who knows? Online safety is important no matter who you are, or how safe or knowledgeable you consider yourself to be. I think the best course of action, if you absolutely cannot avoid financial advice online, is to find a reputable individual or course of reading that you can easily fact-check or cross-reference and background check, as you never know who could be trying to mislead you upon first glance. This has been Metro Murray. Thank you so much for following my channel. As of writing, we've reached 195 subscribers, and I really have to say again, thank you. And please consider, if you haven't subscribed already, drop me a like, click the notification bell, and follow me on other platforms to stay updated. I have a doctor's appointment soon in this upcoming month of December, so it's likely the next few videos could be delayed. Stay tuned. With that all being said, farewell, and be safe.